G'day, today we're having a look at Guards 2. This is the release version of this one. Played the demo before, but I love this game. I loved Guards 1. I did do a video for it too, and this is one of those beautiful times where I get an announcement saying that a game on my wish list is now on sale, and then immediately another email from someone saying, hey, do you want to try this? Here's a key. So these are the ones that really come out nice. I love this game. I love the way that this is a little puzzle game. It's also combat, but there's no rush. This is all just nice and steady as we go. I wish I could tell it that I don't need the instructions. We're happy to just sort of play this one on. Just a brief moment to remember what everyone does. And also remember that I've got to right click on the square, not on the person. It's really funny though, it's a very different look to the first game. Let's say that they're totally different in that, like, I'm not sure if it's better. I think I like the look of the other game more, but the other game was definitely stealing characters from tower defense game, I can't think of the name of. So I mean, at least it now has its own sort of style to it, I suppose. Let's just swap around those two guys, I guess. I find that once we get sort of deeper into this game, you actually get more characters at the back. I think the first game really only kept you to 4 characters in any one game, but I've seen it have 5, which does really add a different element and allows you to just have guys sit on the bench and heal for a long period that you don't need to be umming and ahhing about it. Alright, so we're just sort of like chugging through tutorial. Here's this, each hero has upgradables. Do you want me to click on that and hit enhance? Okay. Cool, we're with the concept. Click on the pentagram. This map of hell. Missions are unavailable. Am I up here? Conditions, we're going to go on moderate difficulty. Pick 4 heroes. Only 4 heroes are available for now. So, nothing really different there. Alright. So is he leaving us now that we're just sort of left to do it? So the way that it works primarily is that when you move someone from the back line to the front line, they have a special ability. So for example, if we move the warrior forward, she'll actually do a throwing move as her first move, but otherwise she's just going to be melee. So this next move, she's actually not going to do anything. But this guy in the back is just going to heal. So we don't really need healing at this point. So let's just sort of flip those two guys around. And both of them can still just do that nice long range damage. Now that this guy's all the way up, great, let's just flip him again. She can take that. So because we're flipping these guys through the front line, they just continue to do their standard ability. It would only be if we was to move someone from the front to the back that they do their special ability. So you can see this guy's healed our friend in the middle. Since he took a shot, let's flip him to the back. We'll let a shield for her to take that guy out. We'll swing him back in. Do a nice concussion shot. So it's also learning about what the value is of the different abilities that they have. Let's get her in there. So the way that you win this game is by just killing a certain amount of enemies. It's not to just beat everyone. It is you purely going for an amount. So you can see we've got 1 to go. So it doesn't matter which one of these 2 guys die. If one of them dies, then we win. But if any one of our guys falls, then we lose. So I mean, all we have to do now is just flip those 2 guys around and they'll both... someone will win. Alright. So... 115... just hold on to it. Maybe let's just try holding on to it. Some of these levels will have multiple levels through the same game. So we'll bring him forward. No one needs a heal, but it at least means that we can have our warrior come in and throw her shield. Although there are 4 types of damage: physical, magic, and fire. All creatures have different types of attacks associated with their attack abilities. So we can see that here too, that there's no he's magic, and he's got no sort of limitations to, like he's not better off against anything. Meanwhile, we can see that this guy, fire is his problem. Those guys don't care. So who's firing fire? Our mate at the top. So if we swap these two guys around, yeah, it's okay. If we swap those two guys around, if he throws his fire bomb, it's going to do extra damage. You can see it's got that cut. So we really want to keep these guys in the front. We'll just swap those two guys around so they can both do their range and let's change they're looking at. Let's get her in the front. Flip her down that way. We might need to bring her in down here. It's good that we can upgrade them because as we go through that sort of upgrading process, we want to really make someone a nice focus point of our offense. Let's get this guy in because his special ability will be to shoot through everyone, so we can hurt both of them and knock one of them out. We're down to 6 guys to go. And come in and just knock him out, just because then the... oh, let's keep the crossbowman in there. 3 guys to go. Flip them around. Flip these 2 guys around. Ooh. I'll win on 2 different fronts. Actually, I think this guy will win with his... yeah. Victory. Grab our upgrades. We can go in here. So I think everyone has their own individual upgrades. So you can see because we did 1 upgrade with him, he's only got 3. The other guys have 5. So we can upgrade his health. And then this guy, his attack damage. So especially for our archers, if they're picking up the amount of damage that they're doing, that's good. For him, as our healer, it'll be nice to have him doing more healing ability. I think what we want from her is strength. We want her to be able to just sort of like, if we've got a really tough guy we're against, we want her to just be able to take that spot and fight. Final adventure of the sector. To deal with the traders, you have to survive through 3 levels and defeat the leader. Okay, so let's go whip him out of the front line. I mean, I don't think our healer is going to do anything that goes too far away. It's more just so that we can get her doing some range while he's while everyone's so far away, and this guy can come in and do his like depth damage. Just keeping an eye on everyone's health really is the big part of this. And that we're rotating our healer from the back line forward enough to keep everyone alive. Need 1 more guy to kill and we're good. Alright, so let's go for damage for that guy. So he is going to be an absolute menace with the damage that we've got him doing. Because what's he up to? 4? So I think it started with 2, so we're moving nicely. Just do that swap. don't really want to move anyone in that scenario, I think. Let's just plop that guy down there, I guess, just to give us the option of our crossbowman coming in and doing double damage. Someone's going to have to support the warrior at the top, because she'd just sort of stand there and just take that guy doing damage to her otherwise. It's really nice if you've got a strong enough guy. Usually I think it'd be, say, the mage, that if they're doing enough damage, you can just sort of leave them to their own corridor, and they can just play lockdown, and anything going in that corridor is just going to get absolutely decimated. 4 guys to go. Flip those guys, I guess. We can afford both, so no harm in it. Especially in ones where there's 3 layers, we're better off just trying to be prepared if we've got a boss fight or something coming up. So let's bring her to the back row, 'cause she's not going to do anything this turn. The guy immune to fire. He's got good fire resistance. Don't really know what we want to shift there. Maybe let's just flip those 2 guys around. We'll flip them around again. Now we'll just start to try and move our healer in and out to be a bit more strategic and keeping our health up. And shifting our ranger from the top and bottom does mean that we can get out and do some damage to that guy that's not going to progress any further forward. So we're going to do that again. Move him into that row. Five guys to go. Really a defensive strategy of just every second time just having the chance to get the healer in the front row. Got 1 guy to go. Alright, but we hit 0, so we must be now at a boss. Fallen Pharaoh, he draws energy from the statues. To defeat him, you must first destroy them. Okay. So let's start with this guy into the middle. Try and destroy both of them. It feels like him moving in and out would be a good move. Um, we can get, say, our... oh, okay, so he's going to move. I think what we want to do is try and keep our healer moving between the lines. Although as this guy comes forward, I think we want our warrior fighting toe-to-toe with him. And then we're going to have to just lean on the outside and get our healer to come in every second turn and keep everyone alive. Once we've got rid of this front guy, at least half of our damage problems will be gone. So I think there's him. Oh, interesting. Okay, so killing that guy brings these guys up, and their health is reflective of how much damage we'd already got to them. So let's get this guy back. So I'd say that that guy at the top will die before he does damage to anyone. I'm going to wager that means that those three are all going to come to life at the same point. Bring this guy forward. Knock him out. Now means that the top two guys can do damage to their respective towers without them advancing. That dies, and then those three are all alive. Yep. Let's into the back line. And this is going to be really about healing and just constantly moving that healer in and out. I guess we could see that they actually have various different physical things they don't like. So this guy doesn't like magic. So let's just do a quick... If I flip him up there, actually that guy's going to take the next shot. So let's have a look. So he was the fire one. So let's flip him down there so he can throw at the guy that doesn't like fire. Then move this guy up there to put big damage on the guy that doesn't like magic. Then just swap him in just to... Because I guess... Oh no, he won't do any damage to that guy because still can't hurt him till he joins the show. Throw that guy down the bottom because he can knock him out. Bring... Well, I guess we didn't have to... Did he just sort of yield, or...? Fallen Pharaoh turned out to be cowardly and hid behind his servants. They couldn't protect him. Spare me, and I will tell you how to enter another world. I will send my best warrior with you. It's a reward for overthrowing the first leader. You grant a new power. Click on the Book of Knowledge to claim it. This is the skills menu. Each skill increases your team's power. A quill of knowledge is required to learn a skill. You can get it from rewards from your adventures. To learn higher skills, you must first learn several skills from previous rows. The number of skills required is indicated in the center. Look carefully at all the skills and learn the one you find most useful. Okay, rewards an additional 35 demonic essence for completing a level. Not bad. The hero at the back recovers 2 health every turn. Great. Gives additional 2 options to upgrade heroes between levels. That's pretty good too. At the beginning of each level, a random hero receives a guard spirit. Spirit gives +1 to all resistances and has 6 charges. And charges are lost when the spirit takes damage. Okay, let's go with that guy to start with. Unlocked a new hero. Head up to the menu to upgrade him and the others. So we now have... Does he have a name? So it's warrior, so it's written down here. Warrior princess, wizard, demon hunter, alchemist, dark priest. In the first attack stance, attack restores health equal to 15% of damage dealt. Life drain. Well, let's start with that. These guys have got 7. So we'll go damage attack. I don't feel like she's one that we use the ability of overly much. What's he got? 6. He also doesn't have too much of a health problem. Can buy that one for him. And this guy, let's get him a little bit more health too, because he definitely struggles with a little bit of health. Alright, let's see what we got next. So am I allowed to have 5? No, I'm only allowed to have 4. So do we want to have a look at this priest? I'd say yes. So we're going to say goodbye to our warrior. So, welcome to New Hell. Completely different creatures inhabit many of these dangerous land about new enemies. You didn't do anything. So, are you immediate enemy? Oh, you've got 2. Okay, so let's just flip these 2 guys around. Let's see what you do. So you're not complimenting what this guy does. So you do, what's that, like, curse spell stuff. Are they all the same? They're all the same, so he's not going to be great against anyone. So let's just leave Old Mate Alchemist at the top. Alright, let's flip him down the bottom. And then let's flip this guy in. Still haven't worked out what this guy's thing ability is. Maybe we've got to try it when we've got someone immediately in front of us. See what it looks like. There we go. It's a really nice big hit, but it's just got to be real close. I need this guy healing himself. Good. Two more to kill, so we just got to drop one more. Real shame this guy's come in, although what we could do is we can swap those 2 and then he can, yeah, shoot through and get that guy. That was it, just 1 level. It's not too bad. What did we gain? Just a couple. We won't spend them. We did get another feather. I would say we want the 2 additional upgrades between levels. Alright, let's jump into one more. Do we like him? Let's try one more time with him. Didn't feel like we got a particularly good look at him. Did notice everyone was getting pretty low in health though. Let's swap him to the back line for now. We'll just wait till someone gets real close. So then we'll bring him in at the top. Get him good. Alright, we'll just that guy out there to do some nice healing. Flip those 2. What is he? So he... Alright, cool. So he doesn't like death. So this is the guy that we really want to have him lining up. And you can see he's healing himself too while he does that. So really nice to have in a line where he's got a lot of problems because we don't have to focus on him. We can just focus on the plight of the 3 guys down the bottom. There's no rush if they're all just standing in a line waiting to get to him. They can take a number. And then these two guys down the bottom can really just switch back and forth and work on taking these guys out. I think still we can just flip back and forth. Slot this guy in just so that the mage can stun this guy. Try and slow him down. Everyone just needs to kill the guy in front of him. We're good. It's easier said than done with these big old heads. Let's just flip those two guys around. Just because I think that the priest is going to have a quicker chance of killing this guy at the bottom. Let's do to his ability power. His ability is pretty fun. The Alchemist we don't use particularly much. We'll go for his damage, just his standard damage, because I think that sort of plays into the way that we can just put him in a corridor and let him cook. So, to start with though, we'll put him in the back. I think that we hold on to him until we reach the point where someone's all the way up to him and then he can just drop big damage. I remember that the mage is pretty bad for the big heads. Magic is the thing they don't particularly have any issue with. I remind you of the importance of using the right damage type against enemies. Oh, you're just lecturing me that. Or is it because this guy's really hard? So you think of magic is a little bit different to the use of magic. What do we want to do? Maybe just swap those two guys back and forth. Still down to 8 guys to go, so we've still got a lot more that need killing. Flip those two around. Bring him into the front line so we can shoot both of them. Then we'll flip those two so that this guy can fight. Alright, 3 to go. Guy healing is a bit of a pain. Great. That sort of set us up that allows us to get this guy in the bottom row and do a big shot to hopefully knock him out. Yeah, there we go. Collect our rewards. Go back home. Well, that's probably our look at this one. I thoroughly love this game. I love the first game. This one is sort of living up with a little bit more of an expansion of, I guess, abilities. And it had a few different characters. This one got released today, which won't be today when this video comes out. So if you say this, it's already out. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. If you're unsure of it and you don't want to spend the money on it, go look at the original game, Guards 1. That is the equal sort of level of fun. Until next time, catch you later. See ya.